Before visiting our nation's troubled southern border this week, Democratic presidential candidate Kamala Harris did a one-on-one interview touting a slate of proposals to build what she calls an economy of opportunity.
When you look at my plans, you will see what those benefits will be. $25,000 down payment assistance for first-time home buyers. You know what that means? Then you're creating the ability of that working person to build intergenerational wealth. Doing the work of a $6,000 child tax credit, doing the work of a $50,000 tax deduction for first-time small businesses, startups.
Okay, 25 grand plus 6 grand plus 50 grand. That's $81,000 in government aid, not to mention the vice president's support for forgiving more student debt and eliminating chronic medical debt. Panel, I guess you can call me Scrooge, but that seems like a lot of spending for a country that's already $35 trillion in debt. Am I being Scrooge, Paul?
You're not being Scrooge, you're being realistic about what is available in a budget. But when you also look at some of those policies, I'm not a Harris apologist, but what I can say is the child tax credit in 21 had an actual impact on reducing the number of children living in poverty. That's a fact. If you are going to go out there and say America is about small businesses, having an incentive that's beyond $5,000, which is what it currently is, and increasing it to $50,000 could create more small business owners. That's the engine of American ingenuity. That's the engine of America production. And those two alone, I think, are great. I'm not a fan of forgiving student loan debt. I'm not a fan of some of the other things that are going on. And that's at least a plan. That's something that you can start with and having a conversation.
Go ahead, Gary.
Well, as you correctly pointed out, I mean, we have a huge spending problem in Washington. There is no fiscal responsibility. I mean, during COVID, we were borrowing money from foreign countries and folks to give money away to other people. This is the same thing. Look, there's enough money in the budget because revenue goes up every year. The Trump tax cuts actually brought in more revenue. So that's good. Spend the revenue, but make decisions. Again, they operate the federal government like Harris County. There are no priorities. Everything's a priority. Everything's important. The $25,000 house, first-time house buyer, that would result in houses going up by $25,000. The child credit, if that's separated out, that's bipartisan. People have voted for that. But the problem with our tax system is we have the most complex tax system in the world. It takes forever to do your tax return on a computer, for God's sakes. Hours. We need a simple tax system. That's incentive, not this $50,000 tax credit. Give them an incentive and lower the tax rates.
Tomorrow, you crunch numbers. Does all of this stuff make sense?
Well, it just causes me to humor that all of a sudden they come so concerned about the debt rising. Y'all didn't say that shit when Trump was in office.
Actually we did.
No,
we
right.
did.
Yeah, sure. In a whisper.
Sorry.
In a hush.
Pretty loud.
Loud. Listen. I don't believe that you can just give away everything, okay? This country, the money we send in overseas, I mean, I don't know if people are not walking out their front door or what front door they're walking out of, but America itself has some critical issues. I do believe that they should that they've been giving first-time homeowners down payment assistance for decades. This is nothing new. You know, it's raising it, but this is nothing new. They did this under Bush. So this is nothing new. They've always had first-time homeowners. Number one, because if you don't get them to buy the homes, the construction company ain't gonna be able to do the job to build jobs and all that. So it's a cyclical thing. So they need to do that. I absolutely believe in a child tax credit. I absolutely does. It makes a difference immediately in that household. So you need to done that. Just because you're too old to breathe, you may not care. But I think that it does help for people who can't breathe.